picture, mas malinaw yung picture, and then add it with a video. Video na ano. Okay, yun ang ginagawa ko during the pandemic, no? Okay. So a lot of 90% of the times, no, nadadiagnose ko. Na kung may problema ako, I cannot diagnose, then I order for lab tests, no? Okay. And then yung mga obviously yung kitang-kita na madali na yon, no? Pero yung those things that those masses na underneath the skin na hindi siya walang bulbs, no? Mahirap talaga. So you might need to do a yeah, during this time pwede mag face to face. I usually ask them to go to my clinic na. Okay. But in other cases you can do telemedical consult na. Okay. So, and then the other things that I demonstrate to you, because I know that I'm aware of so many things that we have to change now to improve now. Okay, yung efficient way of doing the patient management na. Okay. So this is actually what we do in the clinics, di ba? Na, it's not shortcut, it's direct to the point. Na. Ang patient comes in, ang tinuturo kasi sa inyo up to now, you have to do the kahon na recordings, interviewing a lot of things, no? Na it will turn out not to be, it's not really essential, it's not needed, no? For the management, no? Okay. So yung mga ibang questions that you know of, yung review of system, you just do it when needed. Na example, when you want to a patient is already for operation, now you want to screen, do a preliminary screening, no? Okay. So hindi ka na, as surgeon, I don't usually do a routine clearance, na. So I ask those questions. Do you have hypertension? Kung may hypertension ka, ask for details and then examine the BP, gano'n, na. Then diabetes, gano'n, na. Then I do the initial screening, na. Okay. So I don't, parang holistic na kaysa you create another specialist to do the screening for you. No? Okay. So that will add cost to the patient, di ba? Okay. So, so I myself do the screening. Then if I need, kung meron akong na-detect na diabetes na I cannot manage, no, then that's the time I ask the endo to help me. No? Okay. Otherwise, kung walang problema, cleared ka na. No, we don't need all those lab tests. No? Okay. Okay. So na-experience niyo yan? Maraming ganon? Okay. Napapansin niyo, no? Okay. So I hope we can change that whole system of yung mga unnecessary tests. So just be a minimalist. I call it minimalist physician, no? Okay. So kuminsan may advantage si maximalist, pero kuminsan yung iba naman mga ritualistic na kahit wala nang iniisip basta dekahon na lang, di ba? Okay. So try to be minimalist, no? And then when you say minimalist, now you're doing the essential things. You're not omitting anything, no? So when you do the minimal things and then the essential things and then may follow up, may close follow up, kung merong new development, no, na kailangan pang lab test, ganon, then that's the time you do it, no? Okay, as needed, no? Okay. Okay. Any questions? We still have 30 minutes. Sige. How did you do it? Okay, compare niyo sa ginawa ko. How did you do it?
No, super comprehensive po nung sa amin. Like, we even explored yung OB history, pati the menstrual history. Kasi
Yeah.
that's how we are usually taught, especially po sa sa IM, no? They really want na complete po yung data. So, ayun. Parang this is really nice po, Doc. Kasi at least they'll finish early, ganun po. Tapos, you're right po na we're not really omitting anything important naman kasi we're still doing what is really needed na para less hassle din po for the patient.
Okay. So, may I ask you one question? Okay.
Di po, Doc.
Mm, okay, the tendency is almost all medical schools, except for probably yung mga problem-based learning curriculum, no? Routine yan, lahat tuturuan kayo ng ano, no? Lahat tatanungin ninyo, no? So, in a way, they justify it saying that kasi you're just medical students, you're just starting, no? You want, you don't, we don't like you to omit, to be missing something, no? Ganun, ganon, no? But, but in the end, um, is it, ang question kasi, is it being used when you go out to practice? Diba? Okay. So, kasi the question in medical education also, okay, okay, is that do you teach the students, you teach the students what they should be doing, no, after graduation or in the clinics, no? Okay. So, yan ang aking point, no, that we teach the students from the very start what they should be doing in the clinics, no? Kasi you teach them something just to avoid this, to avoid that. Pwede namang, ano there are some measures that you can avoid yung mga omission of something, no? Okay. Basta there's a good process in it, no? Kasi example, for any, let's say, a patient present with a neck mass, no? Right away, meron ka ng impression, meron ka ng iniisip, possible. Then when you ask questions directed to what you initially hypothesize as the possible cause, no? So wala kang nami-miss in the end, no? Okay. So bottom line that at the end of the interview or physical examination, you come out with the diagnosis as correctly as possible. Okay? Whether you do it the long way or short way, no? Mas maganda pa rin the short way, no? Kasi result pareho lang, no? Okay? So I don't know how to change that. So in problem-based learning, kasi usually in a medical school, which I help establish in Zamboanga, we use the problem-based learning, no? So we go direct to the point, no? Okay, okay, okay. Any other observation compared to what you did and mine?
Yes,
Nana?
we did everything. We did everything.
Or any questions that you may want to ask? Neck mass, breast, thyroid. We tackled three topics today. Hmm?
Yung cystic changes po, Doc, is that something parang, ano ba, quantitative? Like, may examples ba na we can feel na parang masabi namin, no, it's similar to a cystic or a solid mass? I think dun po pinakahirap to
Yeah,
determine if it's
this
cystic or solid.
solid.
Yeah, okay. So, okay. Kung maliit siya, mahirap talagang i-elicit, no? So, we just have to face the reality that it's difficult, no? So, you just put a notation there, not uh, not sure whether you just be frank, not sure whether it's solid or cystic, no? Okay. Or you can say, feels more solid, feels more cystic, no? You just put a notation there, no? Okay. So we don't expect all the findings that you put there are very definite. No? There are instances in the human body when you palpate it, hindi ka talaga sigurado. No? Especially yung mga early stage na mga diseases, no? Yung mga early stage, yung mga maliliit na tumors, no? Ganon, no? Okay. So you factor in your degree of certainty. Kung di ka sigurado, bababa yung degree of certainty mo, di ba? Okay. Kung obvious, dapat mataas yung degree of certainty mo. No? Okay. Okay. Any more? Thyroid, walang problema at thyroid. When do you do thyroid function test? Can I hear from the guy?
The roads.
When do you do thyroid function test?
If you see based on the history in PE, for example, yun nga, doc, if may confirmation na the pulse rate, tapos weight loss, you do a thyroid function test.
When you are, number one, when you are unsure of the thyroid function, whether it's hyper or hypo. That's the first one, di ba? Okay. Number two, you're quite sure, and you must justify you're doing a lab test, di ba? So what are the justification for a lab test? Example, you want to use it as a baseline because you want to treat the patient, di ba? Long-term treatment, no? So you need a function test to serve as a baseline kasi after, let's say, institution of medical treatment, no, itatitrate mo, di ba? No? So you can repeat it after 1 month, 2 months, gano'n, no? Okay? So those are the indications, no? So you're not sure, then do it. If you're quite sure, you must justify it, no? Usually justification is you want to monitor it, no? Okay? Okay?
Hindi po,
So,
doc.
tanggalin, try to help me is, LU5. How long have you been in the clinics?
Ay, first year po namin na nag-rotate na to.
Sige. I-observe ninyo ha, pag andyan na kayo, tingnan ninyo, lahat ng patients with thyroid, meron thyroid function test, left and right. Na, okay. So, we always, meron kayong lecture sa evidence-based medicine na? Dumaan na kayo doon?
Ayun po. Yes po.
Sino nagtuturo sa inyo?
Doc Mantaring po.
Okay, Mantaring, wala na si Dance, wala na si Tony Dance. Hindi niyo
Dami.
kilala na, nag-retire na. Hindi niyo
Parang
naabot.
asymptomatic. Sorry. Asynchronous po ata na lecture si Doc Dance. Alam ko
Okay.
po. May materials.
He's supposed to be the father of evidence-based medicine in the Philippines. So ang tinuturo niya palagi, pag sure na kayo, it will not increase your degree of certainty any further. Kung 1% lang, wag na. Kung it will increase your degree of certainty for 10, 20%, go ahead, do a lab test. Na? So that's principles applies to what I'm teaching you. If you're quite certain, you don't do your lab test. If you're not certain, then that's time you do your lab test. No? Okay. 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 Any more? Thyroid, neck. So yung neck nodes, alam niyo yung algorithm sa neck, ha? Lymph nodes, neck nodes, no? Whether it's CA or not CA. Kung CA, look for pattern for lymphoma, look for pattern for metastatic, no? Kung wala, most likely benign, no? Yung benign, kung benign, if you can identify a focus, most likely it's reactive hyperplasia. Kung wala kang ma-identify, you just call it non-specific. Meaning, you cannot identify it. Kaya we call it non-specific. We just observe. Na? Okay? Okay, before we go, that's my usual practice. Give me some feedback, verbal feedback. Sino pang di pa nagsasalita sa inyo?
Joke lang.
Sige, what feedback on what this session is all about? No, how we undertook it? No, okay. What did you learn most? What did you like least?
Ako na lang muna, Doc. I
Sige.
like Doc, may mic. I really like Doc na ano po, na parang na you actually did po the history. Tsaka, like sa patient po, kasi usually before sa amin, hindi na po inuulit ng consultant. So we really like na how you did it on your own kasi po parang we were able to really see kung alin po yung important. And then at the same time, ang interesting po na how you were able to utilize teleconsult kasi parang never po siya ever sa amin naturo before. So parang the way you showed us parang innovative ways on how to check yung mga lesions, and then how to teach the patient how to perform PE on their own. So parang it's really nice po for me.
Okay, thank you. Sige, next.
So, Doc, I really like how you simplify the process from history taking to PE. Tapos one thing na I found parang unusual na first time I've seen it is looking at parang doing the PE first before the ultrasound findings, then using it to confirm only your parang findings sa PE. So I think that's a nice thing to apply in future practices.
Okay, thank you. Sige.
Hey, Doc. For me po, I think the most helpful part was how the patient was also part of our SGD. And then you also ask them questions so that you can at least clarify the things that we've collected or any additional questions. And also, I really like, at the end, you were also like confirming that she understood what she was supposed to know. Like, what's your diagnosis? Is fibroadenoma. Thank you po,
Okay.
Doc.
Okay, thank you. Sige, next.
For me, I like the additional touch you gave for now. You drew to help us visualize and really understand for the
Mhm.
and how to di like differentiate them from the other differential.
Okay.
For me naman po, I really appreciated yung backtracking and focusing on yung mga relevant things to probe about. Because as you said po, nasanay na kami na we really ask about everything, and then parang in that process, we kind of lose yung, oh, ano nga palang relevance of asking about this. So parang throughout the process, we reinforce talaga na everything you ask about has to be relevant talaga to the case and how it affects yung patient management.
Okay. Okay. So, efficiency, ha? Efficiency yan, ha? Kasi in the
Yes.
clinics, usually, in general, average of 15 minutes ka lang when you go to the clinics. So you have to try to finish everything, no? If you go for more than 15 minutes, pwede, i-justify mo lang. Sabi mo, baka mahirap masyado itong kaso nito. You have to keep on repeating, questioning, repeating, doing the physical exam, no? Okay lang yan. Basta but the average is only 15 minutes, no? Okay. Kasi if you ask the routine na ang daming history na items, review of system, ganon, family history, no? Mahaba talaga yun, no? Okay. Okay, can you see this one?
Ay, no po, Doc. Yung virtual background, Doc. Ay, pwede niyo po i-send sa... Ay, kaso picture pala.
Ano
Maybe
yung virtual background, ha?
Yes pa, sige po. Ha? Okay lang yan,
Prescription.
Okay, this is an example of my medical recordings in the clinics, no? Okay, this is my letterheads, and then, okay, 2016 pa ito, no? Okay, name of the patient, the age, and then, okay, so meron na akong concern niya. Concern will be the abscess breast, no? Ganon. Then I put a drawing there, redness, fluctuancy, ganon. Yung mga essential data, no? So, general pain, then localized, naging localized, no? And then, plan is to do incision and drainage. So, I was able to obtain 4 cc of pus. Again, she was taking amoxiclav 4 days. Now, okay, continue. Then, I changed it to cloxacillin, no? As a reserve lang, pinakontinue ko, no? Then, report progress to me through FB. Tama? Okay. So my style is I usually ask them to, maganda yung nangyari sa COVID, meron kang teleconsult, no? Kasi wala yung teleconsult na yan, after you treat the patient in the clinics, no, you tell them to report to you after 1 week, ang tagal, di ba? Okay, in between that, usually may mga concerns pa yung mga pasyente, masakit, no? O kung minsan hindi siya nare-resolve yung problema. So I told them to report to me the progress. After 2 days, 3 days, i-report to me. Then I can adjust the treatment plan. Now, okay. And then I always put a diagnosis there. Nakita mo? Diagnosis, breast abscess. Yan ang common thing that is missing in most doctors. They don't give the diagnosis. Okay. They just jump to do a lot of tests, lab tests. Diba? Okay. Okay. Banking on the lab test to give out the diagnosis. Okay. Shotgun na lab test para lumabas yung diagnosis. Diba? Okay. And then, so I gave paracetamol. And then you can see that signature there below that signature of the patient. Okay. So that's the informed consent. This is part of the informed consent. No? So I asked the patient to sign. I gave them a duplicate copy of this one. Okay, yung first copy na sa akin, yung duplicate carbon copy sa kanila, but they sign. Okay? So yan ang style ko. Na? Okay. Which I don't think anybody is doing it. Okay. Okay. So I hope you can follow to do the same. Basta may informed consent. No? Kasi whenever you decide something, sometimes with the patient, sometimes it does not follow the protocol that you know of. No? Okay. Ang mas importante, it's a patient-centered care management. Now, you discuss this with the patient and then yan ang agreement ninyo that we want this, di ba? Pa-sign na lang ninyo. No? So kung if there is something went wrong, if you don't follow the usual protocol, no, the guidelines, the clinical practice guidelines, no, and if the patient goes to another doctor, sabi ng doctor ng isa, kasi hindi ginawa ni Dr. Hoson yung ginaya yung protocol no? So you get into trouble when they say such a thing. No? You can defend yourself by saying, oh, diniscuss namin with the patient yan No? Okay. And the patient sign it. No? So ligtas ka na sa medical legal suits. No? So, diba? That's one of the goals of patient management. Satisfied patient as much as possible, no medical legal suits. No? Okay? Okay. Okay, I think we can end already or meron pa kayong tanong?
Ano po, Doc?
Let's have a group picture taking.
Sige po. Dito na lang sa laptop ni Mel.
Saan?
Here na lang po, Doc, sa laptop. I'll send it to you, Doc, if you want.
Sandali. Meron din ako, sandali. Meron din ako, pero sandali. Gusto ko yung virtual ko.
Sige po. Sige, the virtual background. Yeah. Okay. Sige po. I'll take the picture na daw.
Okay.
Sige po.
1, 2, 3.
Ay na ba yan? One more. Ay, nagsindos din.
Okay. Ulit 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. We'll call it. So, sinagot niyo lahat yung Olete? Who got the perfect score?
Doc, we got perfect.
I'll give you a certificate mamaya.
Yay!
Completion. Okay? Okay, and then if you want to communicate with me continuously, add me in your Facebook.
Wow!
Malakas ako sa Facebook. That's how I also educate my patients. No?
Wow. Okay po, sir.
Okay?
Thank
Sige.
you, sir.
Okay, I'll give my Facebook account to Daphne. No? Okay.
Sige po, Doc.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, Doc. Thank you po. Ingat.